All right, Purist. So, working on the race car, got the fuel cell in it. Dropped it in the other day. That was fairly uneventful, which was great. I actually got all my measurements right. I was a little tentative because I had to buy a particular sized fuel cell that fit in the slot that the previous owner made. Did not want to make any adjustments because it would require welding, and I just don't want to get into that. But I don't know, this got me to thinking, because someone asked the other day on this car, why are you using a stock K member? And my response was budget. That was one word, budget. And I guess let's ask the question, what's frugal and what's cheap? I consider myself frugal, but I think I can be cheap. How's that? So this car is a good example of being cheap at times because it bites me. Got the ball joints in it, as you can see here. Use stock SN95, those are SN95 arms. Painted them and put new ball joints in it. Well, I could have easily gone online and just, you know, thrown something in the cart, bought something from Maximum Motorsports or Griggs. Or others. There are others that make stuff like that for these cars. But I ended up adding to my timeline because I think I was being, I called it frugal, what I could afford, because I'm really not wanting to spend a whole lot of money on this. But I think that's the ticket to what you're doing. If you've got a load of money, you could probably throw something together. Actually, they actually get done really quick. But I also feel like in that case, sometimes you can overspend instead of taking a little time and saving some money. So you're depending on your budget, that's probably going to be the biggest difference in what happens to your project. Is if you're having to be frugal, I'm just going to call it frugal because everybody has their own budget size of affordability. I'm not going to criticize anybody for what they do because everybody is different, their financial status is different, and not all of us are capable of just buying what we need brand new. And so you end up making do with what you have. And all of the front suspension on this, including the Maximum Motorsports pieces, were essentially free. All of the Maximum Motorsports front coilovers came from that car, because we're putting it back the way it was with factory suspension, which allowed me to use it on this. I found some used 400-pound springs. Now, the rear springs and the rear setup, I have not found it used yet. Torque arm and coilover setup that was specific to what's being used on this car. It's, we're not finding a lot of people parting these cars out anymore. About 10 years ago, I would, well, I did, I guess it's more like 15 years ago, I did find a lot of stuff used. A lot of guys were getting out of the American Iron racing series with these cars and moving to the S197s because they were way more competitive. And on the Corral, Corner Carvers, and several of the websites, I was able to buy a bunch of stuff really inexpensive. Like I got Coney double adjustables, all four, for a car for like 200 bucks. That's like a $1,200, $1,400 set of shocks these days. So those days I think are long gone, especially now with the values of these cars. But I can't find anything used in the back, so I think I might have to buy new, and that's going to be a rather large sum of money. I was planning on using those Logic wheels. I think I've changed gears. I think I'm going to end up putting the Unkis, the RPF1s on it. But this car, I am trying to be as frugal as I can, but the problem is it's adding to the timeline. I wanted to go racing last December, and here I am. This is what, second quarter of 2022. I'm shooting for December of 2022, and we got everything put together. In the fuel cell that's in the back, this is the exhaust setup, and me being frugal again creates an issue. That is not going to go into that muffler without some kind of stretching. So I'm going to take these mufflers over to a muffler shop, and I'm just going to have them stretch them. So I'll just end up doing that because I think it would, you know, if I was going to be really inexpensive, just go rent the tool, stretch it myself, go take the tool back. I think to save time, again, if you are being inexpensive, frugal, i.e. some people call me cheap, it adds to your timeline. So I could just go to the muffler shop, stretch them, it'd be done, as opposed to going and driving, getting the tool, coming here, putting it together, getting the things, stretching those, putting it, making sure it fits right, then taking it back. So I think one trip to the muffler shop, throw the guy a $20 bill, it may be 30 or 40 these days because of the way things cost, but I think it's worth it. I think that's worth it. But the fuel cell is in. It looks great. It fits like it should. Again, like I said, I was very nervous on making it fit. It's all in there. As you can see, it is what it's supposed to be now. So that right there was not cheap. I think that's the one thing I'm not going to scrimp on is safety. You just can't. Even when you're building your street car, safety first. Please don't cut corners. Puts you and other people at risk. But this is moving forward slowly. And there's the muffler sets. I'm really proud of coming up with this from SpinTech. This piece alone, I think those two pair were like 220 bucks, and for what they are, totally worth it. They are aluminized. I think you can pay more for a stainless version, but this, instead of fabricating things again, could buy some U-bends probably for next to nothing, or if I was not concerned with heat coming underneath the fuel cell, I'd just do turn downs, right? But this to me is what's important, with side exits, so I could keep heat away from the gas tank. That's really what I want to make sure. I just don't want to get hot exhaust going across the bottom of the gas tank, or the rear end for that matter. So anyways, this car is coming together. It's slow, but I'm being frugal. I'm gonna call it frugal. Call me cheap if you want to, but I'm being frugal. I'm making my budget work for this. And it's just like anybody out there doing this or building a street car, you gotta make your budget work. It took 10 years to build that thing for me because my budget was not where I could afford to buy everything at once. Plus, it took forever to find the exact parts that I want. So, call me picky, call me frugal, call me cheap, whatever. I just think that it's gotta be done the way you want it to be done, right? That's important. So, anyways, that's the update for this car, and asking the question, when is cheap too cheap, I guess. That's the best thing I ask. You got any stories, please comment below. Greatly appreciate it. But we'll end up getting that put together. I got to get some things done in the engine bay first, and then we'll end up putting the exhaust system on it. But the fuel cell's in it. We have all the pieces for the exhaust system. We just got to get it all assembled. So that's it for this car. As always, whether you're driving them or restoring them, always enjoy them. Peace.